Okay, we've got Larry on the line from Mobile. Hey there, Larry. What's your question tonight?
Hey, Larry.
Question is that I was working on a job, got hurt, and the doctor said my prognosis would be that I would probably be off from work from 6 to 8 months. And I've been going to the doctor now, and it's costing me out of pocket right at about $600 a month for treatment and therapy. And that in itself is about to break me. Is there any way that I can still go to the doctor and my medical expense or this copay be paid for as part of the settlement or at the end of the settlement?
Yeah, Terry, did you hear any of that? Okay, we're having some audio issues, but Terry, essentially he was hurt on the job 6 or 8 months ago, a bad injury, and
it's $600 a month out of pocket that he's paying. So how can he get some relief?
Sure. First of all, Larry, if you're not represented, then perhaps you should contact an attorney with those questions. But typically, your prescriptions, as long as they're related to your on-the-job injury, should be paid by either the employer or its workers' compensation insurance carrier. So I would contact the adjuster assigned to your case and ask about the reimbursement. There are forms they can send you. A lot of times they have these prescription cards they will send you, and sometimes they may not have done that yet, but contact them, explain what's going on, and they should correct it. And then they'll ask you to send your bills in and they'll reimburse you.
Larry, are you still on the line?
Yeah, does that include the copayment?
Yeah, but let me ask you this. I mean, is workers' comp involved in this case?
Yeah, workman comp is involved.
So workers' comp is involved in this case. Why is he having to pay any kind of copays on something like this?
He should not have to pay any kind of copays, but sometimes the carrier or the pharmacy that he goes to, they don't sometimes properly submit it to the carrier. So there are a lot of things that go on. But if he talks to his adjuster who's assigned to the file, they can take care of that pretty immediately. And sometimes the medications, there's a question of whether or not it has been approved before he receives it, and perhaps he needed it before it was approved. But there are other issues, but it should be rectified pretty quickly.
Well, especially, I mean, it's 6 to 8 months out, so he shouldn't be having to come out of pocket $600 a month, right?
No.
That doesn't sound...
Typically, no, but obviously there are two sides, and the question is, has that been approved? Is it related to the on-the-job injury? Is it something that's medically necessary? So again, I would contact the adjuster, or if the adjuster's non-responsive, then contact an attorney.
I would, 100% contact a lawyer. It sounds like, Larry, that perhaps you don't have a lawyer on this, and if you do, you need to. He or she needs to figure out, because I can't imagine that you're having to come out of pocket $600 a month when this was an on-the-job injury. And if there's workers' comp involved, sometimes you may work for a company that doesn't have workers' comp. If you're, say, the company only has 1 or 2 employees, but in a case like this, if there's workers' comp, I don't understand why you're having to come out of pocket that much each month. So you need to talk to somebody.
And what are the rules for that in Alabama? What businesses have to have workers' comp?
If you have 5 or more employees, you're required to have workers' comp.
Okay.
Is that full-time employees or?
Full-time employees.
Okay.